everyone, and welcome to the Magically Dyed Yarns podcast. My name is Sam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And we are the dyers behind Magically Dyed Yarns. This is our podcast where we're going to talk about what we have been knitting and crocheting and other random things that we feel like talking about.
I got a lot of random things. I dyed one a skein of yarn in the last probably year, and you left it at home.
I did. I was going to bring it and show, and
I'm
I
pretty proud of it.
Got it. I know where it is. I have it.
I think the last thing that I created was the food and wine from last year.
That one was good.
Yeah, it was just the last thing I did.
Okay.
But that's okay.
What else? I feel like you did something else this year. I can't remember. I have no memory anymore. It's gone. Everything's a blur.
Yeah, I don't remember anything either.
But okay, so I will talk about what I'm wearing because I have a knitted object on. So this is my Shawlography from last year. It's Stephen Wett's Mystery Knit Along. I am wearing it because his next knit along starts this week, which I will talk about later and show the yarn I have that I am now unsure about because I made a swatch and I don't know anymore.
Yeah,
and okay, so this is my problem with mystery knit-alongs is I don't know how to figure out what yarn I want to use, and so I am stressed about it. I'm having anxiety, and knitting is supposed to be relaxing, and I'm just like, what if these colors don't work?
They look fine.
And I think this is going to be my last mystery knit-along because my anxiety just can't handle it. Like, I can't do it.
It's like a giant puzzle. That sounds fun.
But I can see the picture of the puzzle. So I know what I'm doing. So I don't know which color. So I'll explain. Okay, I'll explain it later when I talk about the yarns. But yeah, this is my Shawlography from last year, and I wear it.
Oh, that's good.
That's all I'll talk about. I do wear it.
You want me to do mine?
Yes, you can talk about your finished object.
So I finally finished something in over a year, which I'm pretty proud of. So this was a baby blanket for my niece. It was supposed to be for her birth, but it ended up being for her first birthday. To be fair, I did have most of it done and then took everything out because I didn't like it. But I'm pretty proud of it. When you fold it in half, it actually, the ends touch.
Yes.
Which is what
it's fairly even, which is great. Like, I barely do that.
So I was like, you know what? It made me happy. I feel a lot more confident about it. And I never want to do a mermaid stitch again. However, her older sister asked me for one, and because I'm her favorite most days of the week.
No, it's Auntie Susan. Sorry,
oh,
you got bumped.
Whatever. She hasn't seen me. When I ask her, she told me it's me.
That's true. I mean, I think it's just based on who she is with at
Yeah,
that particular moment.
100%.
She's almost 3, so she's still really young. Okay, but I will say, Gia loves this blanket.
Oh, good.
She uses it when we go to drop Titus off at school, and then Nora steals it from her.
Oh, that
so
makes
they
me
both
happy.
get a lot of use out of it.
That's why I can make Nora one. But it'll probably just be blue because I don't want to make her the same colors.
Yeah. Oh, you could do like different shades of blue.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
That'd be really pretty.
Yeah.
Look like an ocean.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
So,
yeah.
You know, do
I like it.
stuff.
It's very warm. It's very nice.
It's actually, yeah, it's a lot. I like it better than I thought.
I think it's just made from 100% cotton.
Nylon is cheap crap.
It's 100%. Oh, not cotton. 100% acrylic.
Acrylic. There you go.
Acrylic.
I would say it's artificial.
It is worsted weight.
It's number 4.
That's worsted. Worsted weight, just the kind that you get from any craft store.
I'd love to tell you the person I got it from, but I can't find it anymore. Like,
I will find a similar pattern, if not the pattern, and I will leave it in the description.
Yeah,
below.
because I have a PDF that I had downloaded, and that's how I was able to recreate it. But that's okay.
All right. Well, I have a finished object, so I finished my Musselburgh, I don't know. But this is for her daughter, Lily, for her birthday. And I love this color. She picked it out. And I'm going to make another one for her other daughter, Maddie. But hers is going to be a little more, I have to like do measurements. We're going to do a Slytherin themed hat because she is Slytherin.
Yeah.
And she loves Draco.
Oh, I can bring over that. Let me be right back because I think that finished object's down here. This happened to me.
Oh, the necklace. So we've been bead weaving stitch markers for our shop. If you haven't seen them, okay, I've been bead weaving stitch markers for our shop. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. They're really cute. I love them. And her daughter asked me to make this Harry Potter tie. I got the pattern from Corner of Craft. Go check her out. She's awesome. She is in the UK, and I love her accent. And
I will say, looking at people that show tutorials on bead weaving, I found hers to be the most informative in terms of increasing and decreasing. I am I need everything right now, but hers was the best. I was able to follow along.
Yeah, so that's her pattern. They are just the Harry Potter houses. She's got just different patterns for each house. It's the same pattern, but like different color beads. So I made her daughter a Slytherin, and she wore it like as soon as I gave it to her. She put it on, and she loved it.
Yeah.
All right, so I have one more finished object. I finished the socks that I was working on.
I love those so much.
I just finished these not too long ago. I really went into a slump with my knitting. You'll see why, what I've been working on. That's another project. But so this is the Scrappy Stripy socks from the Crazy Sock Lady. It's her vanilla socks on 9-inch circulars. And then you just stripe in minis. And I used our, what did I use? I used our July 2022 dye with me to do the stripes. And then this color is just one I was dying to try to get black, and it didn't turn black. But I really liked it, so I kept it. And now we have a very similar color called Stonewall.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Contrast and the bright, especially that pink just really.
Yeah, the pink and the Caribbean blue. So
Yeah.
this is deep magenta and Caribbean blue that I mixed together. You can go check out that video, which will be in the description below. It was really fun to see the different colors because there is like one that is purple. And then the other ones are just, they are like more muted, like a darker blue and then a lighter blue and then the Caribbean blue. But like just how they mixed was not, I was expecting them all to be purple and they just weren't. It's like a deeper blue.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really interesting. I did record another dye with me, but I never edited it and I think I deleted it before I uploaded it.
So good news. I actually was looking through my camera roll and I found the footage.
So that is gone, but that's okay because I didn't really care for the colors that it made anyways. So I mixed Dharma Acid's Brilliant Yellow with their Dark Navy, and I thought it was going to be a beautiful range of greens, and it ended up just being really murky, like a murky green. And I didn't care for it. I was expecting a little more like difference in the colors. I wish I had the footage, but I don't. Maybe I'll try again.
Oh, sure.
And we can get the footage back. Well, it'll be new footage, but yeah. All right. So I will share what I'm working on because I don't know what you're working on.
I don't know what I'm working on either.
I do know something you were working on, but that's for our future project. So I'll just start with the one that's been taking up a lot of my time. My son wanted a red sweater, so I'm knitting him the Flax Light by Tin Can Knits, and I got the yoke done, and I am about halfway through the body. I have to try it on him when I get to a certain point because it's a free pattern on Ravelry, so I don't mind talking about it. But you're supposed to knit, I think it's 12 inches for the body. So the body starts here underneath the armpit, and then it's 12 inches. And I was just like, that is really long. And so I was gonna knit, so I measured him, and he's only like 5 or 6 inches.
Oh, okay.
And so I was gonna knit, I think, to 8, and then I was gonna have him try it on to see if the length worked. But I dyed up this beautiful red. We haven't named it, but it's coming to the shop next month, I believe. Later this month, one of the two. But it's just a really deep red color, and his favorite color is red right now. So he picked it out, and then I loved it so much, I decided to make it a colorway in our shop. And again, that is the Flax Light by Tin Can Knits. It's a fingering weight yarn. And then I believe I'm knitting that on size 6 needles, so it's working up really fast, but I kind of stopped working on it. I went through like, I am going to knit this sweater. And then it was like, I don't want to touch this sweater. I want to finish my socks.
So I can only look at one project at a time. I realize
I'm having issues with it, and that's kind of how I am. So this next project has been my morning knitting for my 30 minutes of knitting. So these are socks for my son Titus. They are out of, let me see if I have it. I think it's Mount Doom. I don't have the tag. It's Mount Doom by Bumblebee Acre Farms. And then I'm knitting the second breakfast pattern by Sock Witchery. Feel it though. It's so squishy. It feels so good.
Yeah, that is super squishy.
And I'm almost done. I started the toe decreases, and since this is a smaller sock, they go by really fast, and that is my second sock for him. This is the first one that is done.
Is he gonna lose it in a week?
He has lost one sock of every pair of socks I've knit for him so far.
Oh.
Just one. He's got the other one. He just has one sock.
Just pretend he's Dobby.
That's a future project for you.
That is.
You could talk about. I'll finish that though. So I'm knitting those on US 1 2.25 millimeter. I keep wanting to say
Milliliters. You
milliliters.
gotta drink it.
Millimeter needles, magic loop, and like I said, I'm using Sock Witchery's pattern, Second Breakfast, and I cast on 56 stitches. So a bit smaller than what I usually do. I usually do 64 stitches, but since it's for my 5-year-old, obviously.
Oh, my 5-year-old
He is
has
not
giant
as-
feet.
See, Nora does too. Like she's almost there, and her feet are just thick.
I think Lily's in an
So
8, but
cute,
we're a
though.
9, and Maddie is in a solid 12.
Yeah, he's in a 12, I believe. Did I measure? I did measure his foot. I had him try it on. Actually, after I got done with the first sock, I had to rip out the toe and make it longer because it was too short. And then my daughter, like every time she sees me knitting, she's like, "Is that for me?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Yours is next. It's okay." Yeah, she's so cute. Okay, so now I'm onto my yarn for this year's mystery knit along, the Twist and Turn shawl. And I did do a swatch that I forgot at home because we're at her house today. I forgot it at home, and I feel like so these are going to be, I showed them last month. So these are going to be my my main and contrast colors. I'm not sure which is which yet.
Can we talk about this ball of yarn, everybody?
That's what she's been working on.
This was what I finished. This is my finished project. My adorable little almost 3-year-old. So like I was up in my room taking pictures for the shop updates, and I, shut my door. She knows she's not allowed in there. I had the camera up. Well, went to the bathroom downstairs, went back up there. We're like, "Where's Lily? Where'd she go?" Yeah, she's in my room taking pictures. And she actually took some pictures of the yarn. And not only did she just take one, she was moving things around like I was doing. So it was adorable. However, this became a
really
giant
messed up.
knotted mess. I think it took me 3.5 weeks of spending an hour plus every night
Because I started on
unwinding it.
And then she's like, "I'll do it." I'm like,
So
"Okay."
I felt so bad.
I didn't mind it.
It was actually super relaxing. We'd be watching shows together, and I would just sit there, and all of a sudden, I'm like, "Oh, it's midnight. I've been doing this for 4 hours."
It is very relaxing.
So, got it done, though.
Okay. So, but the bad thing is I'm like, I don't know if there's enough contrast between these two colors. But it's really pretty. So I was thinking if I don't use that one and I use these two instead. So this is our Stonewall color. This is our Sage. The ball of yarn is our Khaki.
I think I like the Stonewall better.
Sorry, there was a tire that just screeched outside, and I
Had
don't
a
know,
look.
it was just a little concerning. Like, oh, what was that? See, me and my husband Nick both like this one better, but again, I'm just worried about that contrast, and it's giving me anxiety because I'm like, I don't know what I want to do.
Post it on Instagram.
I did post it on
Nobody
Instagram.
responded. So respond. If you're watching the video, respond.
It doesn't matter because by the time this goes up,
Sure.
it'll have started.
Never
I think
mind.
I am just going to go with this. I really do love it. Oh, and this is my pop of color. So these are my 3 colors. It looks great.
It does.
It does look
Really
really
pretty.
good together.
I
I'm
love
just
this color.
the blue, mom jeans.
Yeah, I named that one.
Yes. It's actually in this one too. This was before.
Is it the same?
It is.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a beautiful color, and
This
I
was
love
before
blue.
we had it in the shop. I obviously used the same recipe to dye both of them without knowing because this one was actually supposed to be this color, the lighter blue. So there's a light blue. I'm gonna choke myself. Let me just take it off. So I have a dark blue and then the light blue, and this was the color I was going for. I was gonna name it Jean Jacket. Yeah, it's because it's lighter. It reminded me of a jean jacket and
Well, I have an acid wash.
bonfires.
Oh yeah, the girls have jean jackets that color.
And then it turned out this color because I used the wrong ratios. But I love it. It doesn't matter. I like it a lot. But yeah, I don't know. It's either going to be this or it's going to be this. And since I have the yarn wound up for this, it probably will just end up being this.
I mean, I still like that.
I really like it. I'm just worried about the contrast. I'm like, is it enough contrast? Or is it just going to kind of mold together?
I guess.
So I don't know what I want to do yet. And it starts this week. So I need to figure it out. That's why I said this is probably gonna be the last one. I remember doing the same thing for last year's Mystery Knit Along, where I was freaking out, and because this wasn't my original color palette for last year's either.
Sam,
and then I was like,
color
this
palettes
is
you
terrible.
texted me for this one. And
all of them. I texted her all of them, and then I almost changed it to something completely different.
You
today.
did. I like picked one and I was like, ooh, I really like this one, and you're like, nah, and I was like, I don't know why you asked me anything. I responded, and you're like, no.
I don't know. Yeah. And so, what did it? Oh, this gray was not in my original palette. It was another blue.
Is that in our shop now too? Something very similar?
Yeah, so our silver linings. Our silver lining. I don't know if it's lining or linings. I don't remember. It's whatever. It's the same. Whatever. But yeah, so this was my color palette for last year's shawl. This year's shawl is going to be khaki, sage, and mom jeans. Probably.
No.
About 85% sure. Am I going to change my mind again? Probably, because I wasn't going to do the knit along this year because of that reason. I'm like, I don't want to stress about this. I want to do a fun knit. Like, I just want to knit what I want to. And then the color palettes come out, like his kits. And I'm just like, I need all of these. Like, I just need them. And so then I'm like, I'm gonna end up doing it. And I did.
I'm just going to sit there and follow along as other people are doing there and be like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, you can follow the hashtags on Instagram. I believe it is hashtag Twist and Turns MCal 2022, Twist and Turns MCal. There's like a million. I don't know what the official one is because I haven't looked in that much detail. Like I said, I did do a swatch, which is why I am now freaking out that there's not enough contrast, because then I changed the white balance to do black and white-ish. It doesn't just say black and white. It's not like noir, silver tone, and something else. And I'm just like, I just want something to say black and white. So, but anyways, those two, like my two main color, my contrast color, they weren't contrasting.
Yeah, I could see why that wouldn't be as contrasting. I still think they're pretty though.
I do too, but I'm just worried like from far back it's just gonna look very
muddled.
But because I don't know what the pattern is, so I don't know what it's supposed to look like. See, if I knew what it looked like, then I'd be able to pick it out. I'd be like, okay, yeah, I really want like that harsh contrast with like that sage and then the stone wall. But I don't know.
You just wait a couple weeks, figure out what other people are.
But then I'm behind on the knit along. See this, so my shawl last year, it started the week after my daughter was born. And I only finished it, I think, a couple weeks late. And I was so proud of myself.
Yeah, well, you were crazy. And you cooked Thanksgiving dinner. So less than a week after your daughter was born.
That was Nora.
Oh.
That was
that
almost 3 years ago now.
Oh, sure. Well,
yeah,
you're just crazy.
I came home after giving birth to my daughter. I came home the next day and I'm like, Thanksgiving's tomorrow. Are we still going to have it? Yeah, why not?
We asked her and we're like, no pressure.
It's fine. I was feeling fine. It was fine.
Nope.
What happened this year? I don't know.
You came over to my house and then Fred made fun of you.
Okay, so the day after, again, like the day after I left the hospital.
Not like the day after like she got released from the hospital, like the day after she gave birth. Like whereas
That's when I leave the hospital.
No, I spend my 2.5 to 3 days there.
Because I have issues. So my problem is, which I found out after my second child, Nora, is I get really bad anxiety when I'm away from my kids. So me spending an extra day away from my son was just not going to happen. So like literally as soon as they got me to recovery, they came and they said, oh, do you have any questions? And my question was, when can I leave? Like, I want to go home. I don't want to be in this uncomfortable hospital. I want to go home.
I'm like, a second, like I think if I were to have another one, probably not, but I wouldn't stay in the hospital because I'm like, oh, I got this.
I just like, and then after Gio was born, I was like, when can I go home? Like, I just want to go home. I want to go be in my bed. I want to be comfortable. I want someone to come over, watch my kids so I can sleep on the couch, but I can be with them. That's what I like. But that's done now. Whatever. It's done. It's done.
Well, because she's 1 now.
Yeah, she's 1. And she's crazy. She loves Nutella. She's so funny.
She's so cute. She's so sassy. She has sassy eyes. She has sassy eyes like Lily has.
Her favorite thing to do right now is to, while I'm changing diapers, is to go by the dresser, open the drawers, and just go, and then look at me like, Mom, look what I did.
Yeah, ask her how that works with Lily around.
I know.
My 2-year-old was screaming at her.
She's like, Gia, no.
Gia, naughty. Except my daughter screams like she is in a screamo band, so it's very like
it's very deep.
yeah.
And like, what is it? Is it called guttural? And
yeah,
it's like from your
guttural.
throat. It's like, Gia!
Like, whoa,
No!
Gia. It's funny. One of these days I'll get recording of her singing like "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star" because she goes all screaming on it.
I'll have to show you a video later of someone
so
doing
cute.
that to a song. It's her and then like this little 10-year-old and the 10-year-old starts like doing screamo with her.
Yeah.
It's so funny. And I'm like, I could see this being Lily. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, why
I
don't
love
you talk
her.
about your next, because we are just keep rambling. Why don't you talk about your upcoming project that you're going to be working on? I'll go grab the yarn.
So with Halloween coming up, assuming this
Very
is
messy.
posted before Halloween,
Yes.
finally getting my 2 children to decide what they want to do. My 5-year-old wants to be essentially a black swan ballerina, so I don't have to really do anything except buy the costume, but she's very excited. She's been watching a lot of Barbie ballet stuff on TV. And then my 2-year-old wants to be Dobby. So of course I have to crochet her a little Dobby hat with Dobby ears, and
That'll be
adorable.
super nice for Halloween, because I remember last year, it was, the last 2 years, it's been so cold. I think 2
Yeah,
years ago
really
it was
good.
snowing. And then last year it was just really cold and windy, and
Yeah.
it was raining.
Oh, I went trick-or-treating like 5 times last year. So
We only went once. We go to my sister-in-law's house out in Muskego.
I did trunk or treat and then Burlington with my in-laws.
Did I do?
And then I went with Brooklyn.
I left the baby at home with Nick, and then I took my other 2 kids to trunk or treat. I remember. Did I bring Gia?
No.
I don't think I
so.
brought her.
thought
I think
you
I left her at
left
home.
it too. I don't remember. I can't remember what I did last week, so.
I don't remember. I know I brought at least 1 kid.
Yes.
I know I was there with at least 1 kid. I just don't remember how many I brought with me. I went home with my 3, or I have 3.
Yeah, you still have 3.
I still have 3, so
Are they yours? Who knows?
I think so.
Yeah, just kidding. 'Cause Nora's mini you.
Yeah, she is. She's so
So
funny.
funny. I love her.
Okay. So as we were dyeing up yarn for the shop, I took our leftovers and I dyed this. And this is on a DK weight, which we are bringing back to the shop next year. We're also bringing in a mohair base, which I'm very excited about, but that will not be happening until I think the end of February. We could do January. Could.
Nah, we got too much stuff to set up before January. Or before
We'll just do the end of February. But we are bringing back our DK base, and we are also adding a mohair base.
You tell me why.
I'm a little, we'll say that for later. That'll be in December when we talk about our plans for
the
next year. But I like this a lot. I was gonna knit myself a pair of DK weight socks because we are in Wisconsin and it is cold.
I love it.
It's
like
cold.
putting on my sweatshirt today.
Right now is my favorite weather. It's like
so
in the 60s. It got up to I think 73 today or yesterday, and it has been wonderful. It is my favorite time of year right now.
Yeah.
So I was gonna knit myself a pair of socks of DK weight, and then Stephanie was talking about how much she loves the reds and the oranges. And I have a lot of socks. But I don't have any DK weight socks. But we do have a lot of leftover DK weight yarn.
True. I could learn how to knit eventually and knit my own stuff.
You could, but your birthday's also coming up and then Christmas right away. So
Well, you have the
but then we have
socks.
Christmas.
I know.
But we
we
draw
put
names
whole
for
names,
Christmas,
so you
yeah.
don't even know.
So we have how many people? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 people, like 7 adults in our family right now, like the kids. So it's a lot. So we all draw names and we buy for 1 person. It's just a lot.
It is.
So we'll
much
see.
stuff.
I actually have ideas. And then Ben, my brother Ben, he's the youngest. He's leaving for college in January, and he's like, "Can you knit me a pair of Spider-Man socks?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not? Of course I can."
Yeah, that's usually your answer, and that's why you have like 8,000 projects
That's why I'm
going
like,
on.
I need to start something. I need to get the ball on something. But it's fun. I enjoy it. And then he asked me that. He's like, "Are you gonna have them done before I leave?" And I looked at him and said, "No. You'll get them when you get them."
Send them to him in like May.
I can mail them. You're not that far. Or, I mean, you'll have to come back and visit eventually.
Nah, Maddie's taking over his room.
Oh, that's true. Spring break, though.
We'll see.
I don't
It'll
know
be
what
a fight.
spring break is.
There may be unicorns all over Ben's room at that point.
I think he still has my my blue sparkle ceiling.
Yeah, Mom's thinking.
We've all kind of made our way through the bedroom, and I know before she moved out, it was purple with glow in the dark paint.
It was awesome.
It was creepy. There was a smiley face on the shade that glue in the dark. It was glow in the dark, except for the paint had like crimped the shade. So you just saw this really like weird glow in the dark crimped face in the middle of the night. It was creepy, whatever. So when I moved into the room, I painted the walls white, and then my now husband painted like this one weird corner of the room and the ceiling in this dark blue with sparkles, so it looked like the night sky, and it was beautiful. I loved it. And then my brother moved in, and he never repainted it.
Honestly, I feel like we were painting that room all the time.
We were.
Like, I
don't even think he needed to sand it. He could have just painted over, and it would have been like a textured.
Yeah. We painted, I would say we painted that room so many times. There's probably.
Well, you painted it, and then I'm afraid to paint because I'm afraid I'm going to mess up. So I don't paint.
Yeah. I have to paint my walls.
I am wanting to paint. I have that green wall in my kitchen, dining room area, and I hate it because it's just slightly off of the green in our living room because we were trying to match it and we couldn't. So we got as close as we possibly could, and it doesn't match.
You're great. Just throw some gray in there.
It drives me nuts. It does not match. So I need to paint it. But that is for next year.
I think I also want to make a water bottle holder for my friend, for Jacqueline, because she was saying that
Like a crochet one?
Yeah.
Oh, like a crossbody one? I've been wanting to make crossbody market bags.
Oh, that's cool. I just figured
I go to the farmer's market every Saturday. I don't
You do go.
I don't really buy anything. No, last time I bought, they had a dark chocolate and peanut butter. And I bought that. And then
Wait, was it like a peanut butter cup or just?
No, it was just peanut butter.
Oh, like an.
It's a tub of peanut butter.
Got it.
That is dark chocolate and peanuts.
Got it.
And then
Okay,
we
well, that makes
also,
sense.
it's from this company just that's called Peanut Butter and Jelly.
Oh, I've seen them there.
Yeah, and then they had samples, and my son is like, I really like this raspberry jelly. Can you buy it? So I was like, sure, why not?
We can't buy raspberry jelly. My husband would eat the entire jar in one sitting.
I hid it in our closet right now because I have 2 open jars of, I use jam. Jam spreads easier on bread than jelly does, so I use jam. But I have 2 jars of that open right now, so I need to get through one of those before I open up the raspberry jelly.
Got it.
So but that's fine. I actually have to go home and make my son's lunch for school tomorrow.
I have to work out. That's something we finished. That's like not a finished object, but we did like our 100-day challenge on Beachbody.
We started working out on Beachbody. Finished a 100-day challenge. And we did it for 100 days. Very proud of us. I think we missed 1 week because we got sick.
Yeah.
But other than that, we did 100 days straight through, and we finished it, which I'm very proud of because I am not very consistent with working out. But it was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
I am consistent with watching YouTube vloggers though. So, I'm so excited though because Sock Witchery and Dragon Horde Yarns are both doing Vlogtober, which we clearly are not doing.
Can't get our act together ever. Let's just be real here.
But Sock Witchery is opening up 2 advent calendars every day, and they're posting. And then the last Dragon Horde Yarn that I watched, she was decorating her house for Halloween, and she literally goes all out. I was going to tell you about it because I think you would love it.
There's a house over in our neighborhood, and they have like a hanging like torso from the tree, and the kids love it. They always want to ride. Like the 5-year-old.
Go watch. So she just I think today she released days 2 and 3,
Oh, shit.
and so she's finishing. She has like a Victorian house.
Oh, that's
with
awesome.
pillars, and she goes all out. She's got a giant spider on a hedge that.
They wanted me to
think they
get a
would
giant
love.
spider. They keep because we have a couple spiders over here and a giant web, and they're like, "Mom, can we get a spider?" I'm like,
Watch her
"No."
house with them because the first day she was decorating.
Oh yeah,
Just go watch
they'll
it.
love it. They love Halloween.
What else have I been watching on YouTube? Oh, I really like the Disney vloggers. I've been watching JoJo's World and Kyle Paulo only because he's from Wisconsin. I don't really care for him, but he's from Wisconsin, so I watch his vlog. And it's in Disney, so. Oh, he also does cruises. He does a lot of cruises too. I also like Paging Mr. Morrow and Super Enthused and Mammoth Club. So Mammoth Club just started. It used to be the girl from Alt Years, Molly.
Oh, okay. That
And so
I
she was
know.
like, why am I going to work for a company when I can go start my own company and work for myself? So her husband and their friends started their own YouTube channel called Mammoth Club. It's MAM because it's Molly, Alan, and Max. So it's Mammoth Club.
Got it. I was like, that's such a weird name.
It is so weird, and they are weird, and they are adorable, and they just did a video of where they ate only potatoes in Universal.
I mean, I love potatoes.
It's only potatoes. So
That
they
sounds
got like,
amazing, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
yeah, I think you would like theirs. They also paired them with beer.
Oh, yeah. No, that's like a stomach ache, though. Ooh, that's so heavy.
In the theme park where you're going on a ride.
Oh, okay. I
In
love
Florida.
beer, and I love potatoes, but when I'm hot, I don't want to eat.
Yeah.
And maybe that's like
Anyways.
a fall thing for me, although it is getting kind of cooler there, too. Well, it should.
I don't know. But yeah, so I watched those. I've been really into those.
What did I watch?
Really love things.
Parks and Rec. Watched that like a million times through.
I watched Parks and Rec.
Finished Sweet Magnolias.
I love Sweet
I like that
Magnolias.
show.
Well, the second season, towards the end, I was just like,
Alyssa said that too. She's like, I love that down south thing. She said it felt really cheesy for second season.
yeah,
like,
the second
overly-
season, I understood where they're trying to go, but at the end, you're just like, oh, this is just too much. It's too much.
Yeah. I just wanted to finish it though.
But I loved the first season.
Yeah.
First season was awesome. I felt that way about Virgin River too.
I couldn't get into that
I
one.
loved the
tried
first
so
season.
hard.
I loved the first season. Then the second season, I was like, and I haven't even attempted to watch the third season.
I've been listening to books on tape.
Oh, I
Or
started
an
reading.
audiobook.
So me and my husband started watching the Lord of the Rings movies. It's my first time watching them. We made it through the first two movies, and we have not started the third because he was working a lot, and we're trying to watch them together. But he's been waking up at like 3 a.m.,
Gross.
so he's going to bed pretty
Bed.
early. And then since I liked the first one so much, I went ahead and I bought the book series because that's what you do, right? And so I got through the prologue of the first book of The Fellowship of the Rings. And so I'm starting chapter 1, but trying to find time to watch YouTube, to knit, to take care of my kids and make dinner and everything else in between. I mean, like, and read a book. Like, I need more hours.
So I do audiobooks. So I'm listening to one, and I don't remember what anything it's called because I'm terrible. But it's about these people, and they're on this island, and they have like this crazy backstories. You know how good stories do to keep you engaged, but it's set in Ireland.
Oh, okay. I feel like that told me nothing about this book.
I know.
There's people with backstories in Ireland.
And they get married on this little small island, and there's a storm. I don't know.
Sounds like, what is it? Oh, Leap Year with Amy Adams.
No, this is like a horror book
Oh, it's a horror. Okay, see, I didn't even know.
or
that.
mystery. I don't know. It's like creepy, suspenseful. Let's find the right word. Let's
Did you
do
watch
one
my
thing.
Yarnable unboxing? I sent you a picture.
You sent me a picture. And I played it when I was at work today. I did not watch it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's The Raven. Oh, so good.
I
I love
yes.
Edgar Allan Poe.
I have my nice Edgar Allan Poe book.
So I don't do horror, but there's something about Edgar Allan Poe where it's like, it's not really horror.
It's suspenseful.
It is a little
It's the word that I
suspenseful.
was trying to find earlier.
It is a little bit suspenseful, but it's not like I'm scared. Like, it's just a really good, intense story.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I've always liked him.
And then I'm reading The House of Hollow for my book club, which is just creepy. About these three sisters that go missing for a couple months. They come back and their eyes are black and their hair turns white. And
I feel like this was a movie.
I don't know. I think they're witches. They get turned into witches. I don't know. About quarter of the way through that book.
I don't watch adult shows, so we are like, I watch kids shows. I watch Bluey. I love Bluey.
All of my adult friends, we were hanging out with some people, Nathan and Amanda, on Saturday. And they said something, and they brought it back to Bluey, and I just sat there, and I'm like, I have very limited experience with Bluey. All I know is Maddie is Muffin.
Bluey. Yeah, I think all kids are Muffin. We all want our kids to be Bluey and Bingo, but all of our kids are Muffin.
No, my child is definitely Muffin. I love her to die. But dang, you give her a phone and she runs with it.
That's only based off the one episode.
So I saw it, and I was like,
Oh, it's so much more. Muffin is so much more. Muffin is every, I think, 3-year-old.
Maddie's fine. Is she extra?
She's so extra.
Okay, because my 5-year-old's pretty extra. Actually, my 2-year-old's extra too. I just have extra children. I love them.
Extra. I don't know. My kid's going. It depends on the day. Nora's just, she likes to be in charge. And
Yeah,
then
but
she
if you
does
let her
not
in charge,
like,
she is so chill, and she'll just.
she loves to tell people what to do.
Well, she's not. Actually, when she hangs
You
out
have
with
to sit where she wants you to sit. You have to do what she wants you to do. You have to get her things right away. She's like, Mom, 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 Mom. And I'm just like, I need a minute. I'm like, literally. So I look at her and go, do you see me doing something right now? She goes, yeah. I'm like, can you wait until I'm done? But I want it.
Oh, she knows with
I
me.
know that.
Auntie just goes, no. No, Nora. You wait until I'm done.
I mean, she's almost
Love
3. It's fun. We're working through it. It'll be fine. And then as soon as I get out of the stage with her, I get another one.
Well, kids are cute.
They are cute. I love them.
Maddie misses Titus. Keeps going. I miss him. They see each other at least once a week. But it's
Yes,
not
they
enough.
do. But they were used to seeing each other like 4 or 5 times a week. Every day. And then he went to school, and then it was like twice a week. Once a week. We'll see when we can make it.
Yeah.
Life is busy. I am probably going to cut some of this out. This is very long. We're at 43 minutes.
Hey, everybody else's little podcasts are always like super long.
It's true.
It's life.
So yeah, that is our life right now. I'm getting ready. Oh, my kids picked out their Halloween costumes. My son Titus is going to be Pikachu.
Of course.
Nora, my daughter,
Oh, he's not going to be Pikachu and Ash?
I told him no. And then I found the costume on sale at Costco. So I was like, you're getting this. And then Nora is going to be Vampirina. I do like Vampirina. That's a cute show. But
Yeah,
it gets
except
annoying
when
every
you
so
watch
often.
it like for 3 hours one day.
That's true.
You're like,
It just-
I can't handle her voice.
I cannot take another one of their songs. Oh gosh. And then Gia is using Nora's costume, so she's gonna be a little butterfly.
So cute.
Because it was the right size, and I was like, I'm not spending another $20. when I don't
she
have
knows
to.
about our costume. We have a crap ton of costumes.
It'll be fine. She's probably gonna stay in the house anyways. But she's gonna be a little butterfly, and it's gonna be adorable, and we'll get a picture. November. I don't know if there's gonna be a podcast in November. If there is, it'll probably just be me because we have a vacation going on at the exact same time. So our shop will actually be on vacation during the week that we are both gone, since neither one of us will be there to fulfill orders. That is some shop update news that you should probably know. Not that it matters, but we will be on vacation. I will be going live on our Instagram, so be sure to follow us there. I am going to Disney World. So excited!
I know. But
Which
I'm
is
so-
also why I need to finish the mystery knit along on time, because I don't have any extra time.
That's true. I mean, the airplane.
I'm going with 3 kids.
Oh, we'll all be on the same flight.
No.
You're not going to be on the same flight out?
No.
I thought you were.
No, you're leaving on Tuesday. I'm leaving on Friday.
Oh, that's right. You changed it originally.
Yeah,
on the
okay,
same
so
flight.
we were going to go on the same flight because it was cheaper, but then I was going to be pulling my son out of school for 2 extra days and missing his first parent-teacher conference.
Oh,
And
I
so
didn't
we
realize you
decided-
changed it.
Yeah, so we
Huh.
are now flying out Friday morning and actually booked my flights. So I'm very... What is going on? There's these cars that are just screeching their tires. I don't know what's going on, but it sounds scary. It's freaking me out.
I'm just excited.
Because I have to drive home.
I'm excited because I was able to rebook a flight today that was going to be like a 7-hour flight home because of a layover,
Yeah.
and I got a nonstop for only $8 more per ticket.
Nice.
So
We spent a little more to fly out on Friday, and then we cut our Disney portion short, so we're coming back on Sunday. So again, he can go to school on Monday. We're coming back really early.
cool.
I know, but he loves it. He loves school. He's doing
He does.
so well. So
Yes.
I'm trying to make sure he does not miss more than he has to. And I'm so excited about his parent-teacher conference. Kind of. I'm a little worried, but he's been doing great.
Yes.
So that's exciting. But yeah, so follow Magically Dyed Yarns on Instagram, because I will be going live while I'm in Disney World. I will be there for 5 days. So excited. I can't wait. And we decided we're gonna get the Genie Plus for the days that we're there, because my husband's like, I don't want to stand in line, and I'm like, I don't either.
What's a stand That's really
So,
not a fun experience.
We're gonna do it. I've heard mixed reviews on it though, so I'm a little. I don't want to waste the money because it costs money now.
Are you doing Ride of Resistance?
No,
Or
probably not, because that is you have to pay
Oh, sure.
to go on. In addition to getting the Genie Plus that we're planning on getting, you have to pay for that one.
Oh, that's dumb.
And I don't know. I know Nora's not tall enough,
Sure.
and obviously Gia's not. And so we'd be trying to do rider swap.
So you going on any of the new rides?
Um,
I'm just curious.
I might try to get boarding passes for me and Nick for Guardians coaster because I have just heard such good things. And since it's a virtual queue, the line's only about a half hour long.
Oh, I love virtual queues. I don't understand why they don't just do virtual queues for everything.
They're doing a lot more now.
I know, because Dumbo years ago was the first one. Not technically a virtual queue, but
I am probably
But
gonna
they
go
have-
on Dumbo just for their play area.
They had the playground there, which I was kind of, bittersweet, but last time we were in Florida, we didn't wait in line for Dumbo, and I was like,
Yeah, I wanted to go play. I'm sure
The
they would
kids-
have let you go play.
the
Like
kids
I
wanted
just
to,
want
but
to.
we're
I just
like-
want to go play in the play area. It looks like fun.
it is really fun. I played there as an adult. We were
Yeah,
not
yeah. The
engaged.
last.
That's
the last
how
time
long
we
ago it
went.
was. It was 12 years ago, 11 years ago that they got Dumbo. Because that's the year we got engaged.
I remember playing in there. That was a lot of fun.
And I
Because
was
everyone's a kid when you go to Disney.
the whole thing on Disney adults.
You know what? I'm going with kids. I am not a childless millennial. I like to watch. I like to watch the childless millennials go to Disney.
A little jealous.
Slightly, but like.
I don't know. I love my children, but actually they were great in Disney.
Okay,
Really?
I have realized I am old. I've been watching the vloggers that I watch are like in their mid to late 20s. And they're like, oh, it's a vibe here. This is fire. And I'm just like, what are you saying? I'm like, are you speaking English?
Perks of working in a school.
I'm just like, I'm so old. Like, I understand it. Like, I get it. I'm just like,
I just don't use those words.
why? When did we start talking? Well, I clearly didn't, but why are we talking like this?
Yeah,
This is straight fire. This color is straight fire.
I mean, it kind of looks like fire.
It does.
So, I mean, you want to do something with blue.
Yeah.
That's super hot fire. I'm going to ramble.
I realize I'm old. No, I just turned 30 this year, but I'm old.
I'm 32 and I'm very, very old. And my
You
husband's
are
even-
almost 33. Her birthday is in like 2 months.
I know, darn December babies.
So I need to get going on your sex. I have to go home and make Titus's lunch for school tomorrow.
To get started on this hat,
Yeah,
which finally
Dobby
I
Hat.
kind of know.
Oh, I need to give you a stitch marker or beginning of round marker for that because you're gonna be crocheting in the round.
I am aware of that. I started doing the
Ooh,
water bottle thing
but-
today, and I was like, I can't tell where my rounds end. I was like, oh, I have to go get one of my like stitch marker thingies and put them in. I had them. I don't know what attachment. I had some. Which ones? Little plastic circles.
You can't use those.
Why? You click them on and off.
Oh, you can click them.
Yes. I'm not stupid.
I thought it was just like a circle, and I'm like, you can't use that.
Yes. Girl.
I think I have.
No.
I don't have them here.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I have
it's
to
like a
look them.
little, like a, I don't know, like a teardrop shape.
Yes, I know what you're talking about, but I have circle ones. I actually put down the wash at one point and they shrink. It's kind of funny.
What?
They were in the dryer. Like, I put them in my pocket.
Are they like
They're
rubbery?
They're plastic.
Like hard plastic?
Yes, but they like come apart. Like, it's not like super hard plastic. It's not like
Is it like the clippy ones?
they're literally circles, and you can latch them on. But they like
I don't know what
they
she's talking
are a
about.
little bendy, but they're not like super. They're not rubbery, but they're not like hard plastic. It's like bendy plastic.
I don't know what you're talking about. I can't think of which stitch markers you have.
They were super cheap.
I was gonna say, did I buy them for you?
No, I
Okay.
bought them myself. I may still have one on the sock that I started a year and a half ago too. They're just plastic. I promise you. They're fine.
I might get you the ones that I have. I like them. They're very easy to take on
Okay,
and
let's
off.
just be realistic here though. I don't finish projects.
That's true.
So it's a waste of money. You can finish
I
projects.
have them. It's not like I'm buying them. I have them. All right, I gotta figure out what of this. I need to go edit this. I gotta go home. It's late. It's like almost 10 o'clock at night. I think it is 10 o'clock at night.
I may work out. I may decide not to, although I probably will work out.
I have to make
I don't want to mess up my days.
to make a lunch, and then I really want to. So I am on the toe decreases, and I'm almost done with that sock, and I really want to finish it, but it's 10 o'clock, and I'm tired, so I don't know if that's gonna happen.
It's 10 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, what can I get done? I don't go to bed until midnight, though. And I'm not.
I go to bed when I'm tired.
If I go to bed when I'm tired, I just wouldn't wake up in the morning.
I set alarms. I set like 5. I set 5 alarms. I'm a 5 alarm
that
person.
is art club at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
To take my kid to school.
Yeah.
But I usually leave my house at about 8 a.m. to take him.
That's not bad.
So
The bus, like parent pickups, man, that's a mess.
ours is actually not bad.
No, it's not bad, but I'm like, I couldn't imagine like getting there just a couple minutes late and like having to sit at the back of that line. Like, you know, it goes fast.
We don't do a line, so we have signs with our kids' names or their last names, and then we go stand up like by their sidewalk and we hold up their sign. It's like almost,
That's cute.
and then
What
they,
school was
they
that
call them.
today?
Yeah, that's fun. No, we don't do a car pickup line where everyone's like waiting and.
Well, they had numbers and they
We
would
don't do
drive to like their section on the sidewalk.
Yeah, we don't do that. We just park in their parking lot. We have a sign.
Oh,
with their
okay.
name, so then we go up.
That's a
It's
little
like
nicer.
when you pick someone up for a valet. Is it valet? Is that what I'm thinking of? I don't know.
Like an oh yeah, like a
Like at the
valet,
airport, and you have like their sign with their name on it.
Do you put hearts on his just to annoy him?
No.
'Cause that's what I would do.
He would love that.
I feel like
He would love that.
my daughter would be so embarrassed. She'd be like, "Mother,"
He only got embarrassed when I dropped him off once.
because his best friend was there.
And his best friend does not go to that school anymore. He was very sad. All right, I'm going home now. So
Stop recording whatever you want. All right. My nose itches.
thanks for watching us ramble for
I'm
an
picking my nose out.
hour. I am going to definitely cut that down because it's been an hour. All right. We hope you enjoyed our episode. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you.
If you didn't, still like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes. And we will see you hopefully next month with another podcast. Hopefully I will have a sweater finished. I will have the twist and turn shawl finished, and maybe a sock or two.
I have to have this finished in 2.5 weeks because the farmer's market has their trick-or-treating.
Do they really?
Uh-huh.
Like I said,
They have a big
I
Halloween party.
live at our farmer's because it's just something to do. It's something to get us out of the house.
No, I think they're having like bounce houses and stuff there. It's pretty fun. I went last year.
Why didn't I go last year? Oh, I had a baby.
You know,
why
you
I
had that
didn't.
thing, gave birth, you
I
know.
had a baby last year. That's why I didn't go.
We went on accident, went to the farmer's market and realized these kids are all in costume. And there's a costume parade. And the kids
Okay,
go
my
trick-or-treating.
kids would. Okay, I gotta go. All right, bye.
My nose itches.